Hello, my name is Kenya Foster, and I will be informing you on the case Glover vs. Austin. In July 1998, the singing group TLC, along with their producer/songwriter Dallas Austin, attended a retreat in the Bahamas hosted by their record company LaFace Records. Plaintiffs Corey Glover and Michael Serracion were also in attendance. Tiani T-Boz Watkins approached Glover about writing a rock song for TLC's upcoming album Fan Mail, and later Dallas Austin asked Glover and Cairo again. 10 days after the retreat, the plaintiffs wrote and recorded a song titled Easy Come, Easy Go, which was rejected by the group a few days after its submission. Cairo then began writing the music for a song, Make Up Your Mind, which he hoped TLC would agree to record for the album. He recorded it on August 25, 1998. Cairo then submitted the record to a LaFace Records employee. Nothing else was heard about either one of the songs after that. TLC released the album Fan Mail on February 23, 1999, and once their song Unpretty was released, the plaintiffs noticed some similarities with the song Make Up Your Mind that they submitted to the group the previous year. Glover and Cairo sued Dallas Austin for copyright infringement in the United States District Court for the Southern District of New York because of significant similarities between the two songs. The plaintiffs alleged that their song was shared with Austin and possibly T-Boz as well. Dallas Austin and T-Boz claimed that they had never heard the song and that Unpretty was recorded between August 4th and 7th, which meant that there was no way they could have copied the plaintiff's songs because they didn't submit it until August 25th. The defendants' claims were backed by sworn testimony of Austin, Watkins, and several musicians and engineers involved in the recording of Unpretty. The plaintiffs offered several theories as to how the defendants could have created Unpretty after receiving Make Up Your Mind and tampering with the computer files to change the date and time on their computer's internal clock. The defendants offered multiple affidavits stating the sound recording time-stamped August 7, 1998 was created on that date. The plaintiffs then argued that none of the documents or testimony contained evidence of what the August 7th version of Unpretty actually sounded like, and that it might have been a completely different version than the song they released commercially. The plaintiffs then said the court shouldn't believe the testimonies of the musicians and engineers involved in the recording of Unpretty because that evidence comes from witnesses whose livelihood was largely dependent upon the work provided by the defendants. Plaintiffs were running out of arguments and started making crazy claims that the song Unpretty was a radical change in writing style for the defendant Dallas Austin and that he was not a proficient guitar player and rarely used the instrument. This claim was proven wrong because it was shown that Dallas has used the instruments before in songs. Therefore, the plaintiffs were unable to prove copyright infringement. The defendants were granted a summary judgment. The plaintiffs decided they weren't happy with the previous ruling, so they appealed the decision and brought the issue to the Second Circuit Court of Appeals. The plaintiffs offered the report of an expert who analyzed and compared the two songs. He found that the songs shared significant and substantial similar elements of the original musical expression. The expert highlighted the substantial similarities in the harmony, rhythm, melody, tempo, and overall structure of the compositions. The defendants had no rebuttal for the testimony, so the court decided the only issue for the purpose of the motion was the first prong, which was whether the defendants had access to the plaintiff's song before they recorded theirs. The defendants offered the same evidence as the previous case, explaining that they had no access to the record and that theirs was recorded weeks before the plaintiffs, claiming that their song was an independent creation. Compared to the evidence of similarity, the plaintiff's evidence of proof of access was weak and were still unable to prove all of the terms of copyright infringements. In conclusion, this court was reluctant to grant a summary judgment based on the defendant's independent creation claim because it is an affirmative defense, which is a fact or set of facts other than those alleged by the plaintiff or prosecutor, which, if proven by the defendants, migrates the legal consequences of the defendant's otherwise unlawful conduct. Because of these reasons, the court decided to vacate the decision of the district court and remand for further proceedings.